Всем привет, я Донис, и мы продолжаем проходить Kingdom Come Deliverance. И сейчас мы расследуем дело фальшивомонетчиков. Стоит расспросить кузнецов. Может, что знают они? А, это тот самый прикольный чувак.
Welcome.
Микиш.
I'm at your service tonight.
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the copper.
Зах. Понятно.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has a forge in the craftsman's yard and mostly works on the construction of the church. And then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Ramstein.
Рамштайн.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Угу.
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy some peace. That dispute with Zach must have put a few more wrinkles on his brow.
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that his son will see him off.
That will be all. Thank you.
Понятно, тут конфликт, значит, у них.
Take care.
Имеет смысл все ремонтировать при возможности. Не самому, чтобы не тратить наборы. А вот так вот. Копейки стоит. И быстро все. Так, ну это просто торговка. Сюда еще можно сходить. Вот, бронник. Но это не кузнец, это же просто бронник. Ладно, посмотрим сейчас. Так. Оружейник ябеда.
I need a skilled swordsmith in Pribyslavitz who'll put good, strong steel in my men's hands. Are you interested?
What? Now? When I'm on the verge of forging the most powerful weapon ever seen, the Queen of Sheba's sword? No, I've no time now for anything else.
I need a skilled swordsmith in Pribyslavitz who'll put good, strong steel in my men's hands. Are you interested?
What? Now? When I'm on the verge of forging the most powerful weapon ever seen, the Queen of Sheba's sword? No, I've no time now for anything else.
Угу. То есть я себе должен кузнеца еще найти. Ага, значит, надо найти осколки эти все.
About that sword.
Окей.
Take care.
Значит, этим заданием имеет смысл позаниматься. В основном тут выкрасть надо. Один кусок я где-то нашел. Кто там вор? Разбойник бежит, кричит вор, вор.
Stop him, someone!
А,
Stop him, someone!
сейчас, погоди.
Stop him, someone!
Давай. Ну-ка, давай. Вот так вот.
I yield! Enough!
Фига себе, у него кровищи сколько, я его развернул как. Ну?
Had enough. Yeah, you got me. And what are you gonna do about it? That bloated belly surely stole that ring anyway.
No excuses. Hand it over.
Here,
You got the thrashing you deserved. I hope you've learned your lesson.
I'll amend my life. From the very foundations, believe me.
You really let him go? Just like that? And did you get the loot back?
I did. I have it here.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
Да, 6 грошей. Ладно.
God save you, Henry.
How come you're wearing such fine armor? Is there a joust happening? Take care.
Рапота. Какой-то непростой чувак. Скорее всего, где-то в миссии будет участвовать. Вот он, мастер рота.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Do you make anything out of copper, Master?
I do a bit of Damascene decor sometimes. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone who could do me some copper sheets.
Well, that's pretty rough and ready work. I wouldn't waste my time with it. But go and ask Zach from the craftsman's yard by the monastery. He's bought up all the copper to be had around here anyway.
Master Blacksmith, I've got a great offer for you.
Not now. First I've got to deal with that bastard Zach. Come to me afterwards.
What can you tell me about the blacksmiths here in Sasau?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town there's Mikesh. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery there's Zach. But there's not many good words I can say about him.
Tell me something about Mikesh.
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman. Which isn't...
What about the monastery?
Well, him and me don't exactly see eye to eye. He wanted to buy my business.
Ну, понятно.
That'll be
Это мы
all.
уже знаем.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Пойдем в монастырь, значит. Смотри-ка ты, а чё это тут такое? Я сюда не ходил. Тут охотник, ловчий, кожевенник.
Are you looking for someone?
Good luck then.
Ладно, поехали в монастырь. А, вот здесь, наверное. Угу.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you. Take care.
God save you. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the sun?
Well, there's Mikesh. He's honest enough, and a fair-handed everyday.
Микеш всем нравится.
And then there's Master Otter. He used to have talent, but now he's too old and too proud to admit it.
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'd want to commission you to make something.
Then you best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmiths' copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems. Anything else? I still have work to do.
Скрывает. Ну, все понятно с ним.
So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
What? I thought...
Aha.
I'd like to make you an offer. Have you heard about
Don't bother me now, young fella. I've got...
Его я все равно не хотел бы взять.
Take care.
the swordsmith from the...
I know he's after those, but he's out of luck. He should have bought it while he had the chance. I still have mine on me. It brings me good fortune, and I...
Not even...
Not even for a king's...
У него выкрасть надо. Так. Вот так вот.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Нормально. Прикольно. Работает. И, кстати, хорошо сделана анимация. Модельки не проваливается. То частенько так раз меч положил, он куда-то внутрь там залез. А ну вот. Только похвалил, там рука нечеткая. Ладно. Угу, 2 фрагмента есть. Ладно, пойдем в монастырь. Конь этот классный вообще, такой быстрый. Офигенский. Так, это не с ним мне? Блин, я тут находиться не могу. Ладно, по-быстрому.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Can't you? In the Sasau monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not. Ugh, shit.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape.
Только видели его недавно.
They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
Рыльце в пуху. Я, кстати, не переоделся. Ладно. С мастером Фейфором поговорить, да? А этот вот тут стоит. А, его уже нету. Или дальше там. Вон он. Рапота. Поговорить сейчас с ним или нет? Ладно.
God save you. See you later.
God bless you. What troubles you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapota.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry. I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Take care.
Окей. Так, сохранена, можно попробовать поговорить с этим чуваком. Работай.
Are you Rapiter by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
I know you buy quicksilver for those counterfeiters.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
Чё за нафиг?
No, I give up.
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
Я пропустил кусок. Но я надеюсь, ничего страшного. В принципе, я более быстрым путем дошел.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Вот как. Ох уж этот Йост. Немножко получается неразбериха в голове, потому что некоторые имена написано одно, а произносят другое. Я все равно не понимаю, зачем в английской версии они все имена исковеркали, сделали на английский манер. Но это ж Чехия, Богемия. Специально местные имена. Это я просто не могу понять, зачем это было делать.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison.
If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
Блин, вот ситуация. Отпустить его, может быть. Он все рассказал мне. Ай, ладно, отпущу я.
Ah, you're not worth tainting my sword with your blood. Now get lost before I change my mind.
Этот будет недоволен. Ну и фиг бы с ним. Не хочу я убивать лишний раз.
How are you, Henry?
Ну.
Greetings.
А, и нельзя даже доложить? Ну ладно. Так, есть вариант не обязательно заручиться помощью Ульриха. Угу. Блин, я все-таки надеюсь, что ничего страшного, что я перепрыгнул немножко сюжет вперед. Не произойдет из-за этого.
Да. Yeah.
Так, торговец тут есть. Причем он вот здесь вот как-то странно. Ладно.
Good health to you, Henry.
I finally found out where the Forger's workshop is. Master Faithfar was right. The Forgers are sticking close to the supply source. Their workshop is somewhere in the mines. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some backup.
I will be glad to give it. Lead on.
Вместе веселей. Я еще не знаю, конечно, можно ли ему доверять. Но так будет в любом случае веселей. Ох, какие тут виды. Безумство красок и света. А, это вот здесь вот штольня? А, я неправильно, значит, понимал. Это вот здесь вот скалецкие эти штольни. Я думал, там, наоборот, где-то. В этом где-то районе. А, или здесь тоже. А, это они здесь везде. Все, понятно. С мечом наголо, да? Окей. Так, вход типа найден.
What are you doing here? Tired of life?
What was that? Stop! Please! Spare me! I yield!
Так. Старый вояка. Покажи, что умеешь. Ну, давай. Блин, я как раз отвернулся на секунду. Как я по башке там попал? Ты смотри, как это... Меня сзади еще там, да?
Knees, have you?
Зараза, ну что ж такое? Блин. Ну? Куда побежал?
Take that.
Какой он живучий, ты смотри. Балакс, это дерьмо. А где мой помощник? Надеюсь, его не убили? What's going on there? Сам не видишь? Где помощник-то? Боже мой, эти глаза. Жесть, смотрит прямо в душу. Какие глаза светлые. Ну чё, все в порядке? Так, монетки. Морковка. Надо полечиться и отремонтироваться. Так, яблочки на такой момент у меня есть. Это плохое уже. Угу. Блин, я такого ужаса еще в играх персонажей не видел. Не, ну тут не ужас, просто глаза такие яркие. Что тут хорошее есть? Блин, дорогие вещи, очень. Ладно. Че, пойдем внутрь? А он же... Он уже убежал, пока я тут лутаю. Давно я хотел пещеру. Наконец-таки. Так, он там.
have to make at least another 3 score and another, but 3 would be better. Jesus Christ. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kabila.
And who's he?
That's no concern of yours.
I'm sure we could come to some sort of agreement. I have plenty of coin.
We can come to an agreement that you'll keep your mouth shut. Please, don't take this personally.
Wait!
What? Do you want to do it? Be my guest. It gives me no pleasure.
You can't kill him. I have orders to take him to Ratai.
That is unfortunate. I have orders to kill everyone involved in this business.
Замести следы. Не дать, не дай.
I have no choice, as you are aware.
Хочет замести следы, значит, они могут что-то знать.
He may have valuable information.
For that exact reason, my master does not wish this man to fall into the wrong hands, especially those of Radzig Kabila.
Он лгать не будет. Это не...
You're a traitor.
The world is not so black and white, boy. We were on the same side for a while, but no longer. That is how it goes.
Надо гулять его.
You don't have to go back to the Rosenbergs.
How do you know about the Rosenbergs?
Master Fayfire recognized the writing on your letter of passage.
Just as I said, there is nothing safe from prying eyes in this land. And where would you suggest I go?
Into Sir Radzig's service. He needs people like you.
I serve Kabila. Out of the question. If he learned of all that I did for the Rosenbergs, he would hang me from the nearest tree. But you are right, I do not have to return to the Rosenbergs. In fact, I cannot.
Why not?
I am a knight without a crest, without allegiance. No one was meant to know whom I serve. If the Rosenbergs hear that I have been found out, they will see to it I vanish. They cannot afford to be associated with me.
Where will you go then?
Where the road takes me, as I have many times before. Farewell, Henry.
Auf Wiedersehen.
По-немецки прощай. Auf Wiedersehen. Хорошо закончилось все. Ладно. Прикольно. Прям очень.
Please, please. I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement.
You can talk all you like, but not here and not to me. Let's go.
Блин, я хотел осмотреться тут. Ладно. Хоть на входе там облутал.
Let's go. Master Fayfire is very keen to meet you.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfire. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Rattay then.
Ну, я бы не сказал, что так сложно все было. Я ожидал подольше мы там походим. Но в итоге все получилось хорошо. Единственное, что я не вскрыл кузнеца этого, который чеканил там что-то рядом с монастырем. Он явно непростой. Так, надо подремонтироваться. Как уходят наборы портного. Офигеть. Ладно, это лучше ремонтировать у мастера. Попробую-ка к тому кузнецу еще раз съездить. Может, что-то он скажет теперь? Так, к девицам можно зайти.
Watch what you're doing! There's people walking here!
А у меня еще действует. Альфа-самец действует. Ну, грязновато, пофиг.
How come you're wearing such fine armor?
Your father says you don't work any copper.
We don't.
I've heard differently around town. They say your father's bought up all the copper to be had.
Are you calling me a liar? Or my father? You're asking for it, boy.
Ишь ты какой.
You're right. It's nothing to me either way.
Right. So clear off.
I mean, beside the fact I'm here on behalf of the Royal Burgrave Sir Radzig Kobyla, investigating a grievous crime against the crown.
What? What are you talking about?
I'd let you read my Bill of Authority, but I doubt you're educated enough to understand it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. If I'd known, of course I wouldn't. I mean, you understand, don't you?
Stop prattling, for God's sake, and start telling me the truth. What's the story with the copper at your forge?
You're right. We do make copper sheets here at night.
Mm-hmm.
Who buys those sheets from you?
I don't know. I've never set eyes on him. Father doesn't like to talk about it.
So why all the secrecy about it?
Father forbade me to talk about it. I don't know why. I didn't ask.
Your father has some serious explaining to do.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known who you were, I'd never have taken such liberties.
Never mind. You weren't to know who I am. You were just protecting your father's business interests like any good son.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Так, теперь батя. Куда он ушел, интересно? Пьянство улучшилось. Книжку прочел, понятно. Так, там были еще улучшения какие-то. Кстати, стрельба из лука 15, значит, я теперь с учителем могу поработать. Так, ладно, тут задания нету пока что. Вот, королевское серебро надо сделать. Или вернуться к Мариусу. Так, по карте сейчас посмотрим. Поехали к Мариусу, а потом можно будет в Скалицу. Ночью приеду, но я думаю, там можно ночью поговорить. Так, блин, какой рыцарь. Зараза! Я ж блоки ставлю. Так, а у меня щит. Как обычно, факел берешь, щит исчезает. Ну такая тупость.
Kunda. Curse it!
Ну.
You'll die for that.
Его так просто не поймаешь. Неплохо. Ну давай. Хорош. Кольнул. Неплохо сейчас было.
Come and get me. Bollocks!
Хорош. Все еще живой.
Come on then.
Уже темно.
No, no. Damn!
Where could he have vanished to? He must be here somewhere.
Что это за бред? Блин, нажал кнопку.
I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide from me.
Giving up already.
Блин, темно, уже плохо видно. Хорош, садист активирован. Он все уже должен истекать там крови просто. Фух. Хороший бой был. Спарринг. Зрядно он меня травмировал. Итальянский бацинет. Ну это, кстати, вовремя. Сейчас мне деньги нужны как раз. Все. Прекрасно. Так, надо немножко подлечиться. При этом кровотечений нету. Винцо можно выпить как раз. Угу. Сейчас восстановимся. Если еще нападут, то будет уже опасно. Опасно. Не ищу легких путей.
Ай, те куча!
Ну, в один момент перестал колоть почему-то. Хорош. Он еще живой? Ну давай, умирай уже. Так, надо в лошадку переложить. Надеюсь, это последнее нападение. Можно уже доехать, ну ладно. Ух ты! А, все посносили и вырубили. Работа началась. Красота. В основном скалицкий, наверное. Молодец, чувак, знает свою работу. На этой прекраснейшей ноте серия заканчивается. Всем, кто смотрел, спасибо. До встречи.